Good evening, podcast world. Welcome to this year's first visual presentation of Chats with Bible, brought to you by the Lighthouse for Academic and Cultural Excellence. In our newsletter, you'll see at the top of the heading of the newsletter, it has Lighthouse for Academic and Cultural Excellence, and our mission, or our motto is literacy is a family matter. Literacy is a family matter. And the importance of that is to say that, as I want to show you this visual, our task is to unlock the genius in our children, okay? Unlock the genius in our children. I want to make a few comments, and that is, in the world that your children will be growing up in is very different. It's going to be very different. And it's moving at a rapid pace. It's expected in order to survive and thrive in it, to be proficient in reading, mathematics, speaking, the use of technology, critical thinking, resourceful, able to collaborate, and are creative. That's a mouthful. That is an absolute mouthful. But it's important that we lay that foundation out for our children. Many children are coming to school ill-equipped and don't have the necessary skills. Our goal here is to empower you, to give you all of the skills and tools necessary to lay the foundation for early literacy. With that, there are three items I want to point out in a PowerPoint presentation that talks about the importance of early literacy. So here you can see early childhood literacy. And what we're talking about during this period is developing a foundation to learn. And the question is, why? During the first 3 years of a child's life, the brain doubles in size. By age 3, a child's brain is twice as active as an adult's. Think about that. In the first 3 years of life, that foundation for what he or she is going to develop in terms of literacy happens very early. Think about building a house. Think about laying down that foundation so that if you have a solid foundation, you can go up, 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 up as high as you want to. So here again, when we talk about early childhood literacy, as we're saying, in terms of unlocking the genius, that's what this is about. Children have natural genius, but we have to unlock it. And that comes about by the kinds of experiences that we provide during their early years. The next slide. What is the importance of early literacy skills? The more activities a baby experiences, the more the brain develops. Again, the more activities a baby experiences, the more the brain develops. A baby's job is to learn. Babies develop and learn through what they experience. The building blocks of early literacy are formed in the first 3 years of life. Think about this. Think about if you had all the ingredients of making a cake. There's some things that go into, regardless of the cake, there are some ingredients that you must have in order to make the cake. You must have flour. You must have sugar. You must have butter. You must have eggs. You must have some liquid. Okay, those are just basic elements. You know, you have other seasons that go into it. And that's just for a cake in general. Now, if you want to get into a German chocolate cake or a pineapple upside down cake, that's when you specialize and you need other ingredients. But again, the more activities that children engage in during those early years, the more the brain grows and develops, all the connections that are being made in the brain as children are engaging in a variety of activities. I'll come back to that. I just want to talk about just how important it is during of these early years of development. Next slide, please. Now let's talk about, this is the last slide in this presentation of building the foundation. It's not that difficult. What it takes in terms of building The foundation is time and patience and repetition. Time, patience, and repetition. 5 easy ways to help children develop literacy skills by talking. Children develop language from what they hear. Your task is to speak slowly so that they auditorily can pick up what it is that you're saying. By singing, babies develop their listening skills from what they hear. And I ask you to sing the alphabet song: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm not a singer, but you get the message. And nursery rhymes. Eensy beensy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed it out. And you clap while doing this. And children begin to, this repetition is absolutely important. So those are things that come natural to you by reading. This is something that I would encourage that you do every day. Read every day, even to small children, because as you read, they begin to attend to you as you're reading to them. The more you read, the more they hear, and their brain is picking up everything that you're saying, just like a sponge. It's just holding on to everything. Remember, all of what you're presenting are these early experiences that they're just taking in. They're just taking in everything. As they get older and they learn to hold on to a crayon, they begin to scribble, making lines all over and marking up everything. Make sure they just do this on paper. These are the early steps in writing. Okay, early steps in script, manuscript, writing, printing, etc. And lastly, on this particular presentation is by play. There's been a turnaround in the scholarly world, if you will, of recognizing the importance of play in children's life and in their development. Through play, children develop thinking skills. How do they do that? Well, remember, they are observing all of what you are exposing them to. They are watching everything that you're doing. Eventually, in their brain, all of this is being taken in. So when they encounter something that doesn't quite fit, they work through that situation, and it's called problem solving. And as they work through that, they are able to figure out what it was that wasn't clear to them, and in their brain, this becomes a way of critically analyzing what wasn't clear to them, and this becomes a way of them working through things in their brain. What enables them to do that are this bag of experiences that they draw from. It's like it's their tool chest. What do I need to solve this? Will this do it? No. Will this do it? Do I need a combination of things to bring some resolution to? So in today's presentation, I wanted to chat with you about the importance of early literacy, a little bit on how rapidly the brain develops, and how you expose children to a host of experiences. And as they are being exposed, consider that their brain is a sponge, just soaking up everything. So that kind of concludes our chat this evening. Look at my website, drjamescyoung.com, and you will see some materials in there, and there'll be others that will be added shortly. So I'll be coming to you weekly with different items that speaks to the early years of laying that foundation. And we're going to carry this through the preschool years, the infant toddler, the preschool years, the kindergarten, right up to the primary. To me, and the years of experiences I've had, these are the critical years for laying that foundation for success in life. Remember, our goal and task is to unlock the natural genius in our children. It's there. All it will take is time, patience, to invest in them. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.